Hey guys, it's Sekaar, and today I'm going to be showing you my Stamina Nightblade build for the Blackwood Chapter. Before we get started, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it if you could. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content. Sorry that I haven't really been posting as much lately. I've been really on that New World grind, but we're going to be playing a lot of ESO the upcoming weeks, so I'm going to try and push out some content, and we'll get some stuff rolling again. Alright, let's get started. First things first, the gear that we're going to be running is we're going to be running Heartland's Conquer on both of our weapons. Our front bar is going to be sharpened with the weapon damage enchant. And then our sharpened maul, 2H. Sorry. And then our back bar is going to be a bow with these health drain poisons. It's going to be a double dot poisons. They're also going to give you health back, which I really like. These are my favorite poisons in the game. And our bow is going to be in the powered trait in order to get you that healing up as much as possible. And then our monster set is going to be Balorgs. Both pieces are going to be medium, and our helmet is going to be Divines because of, I'll explain it later. And then it's going to be with the maximum stamina enchant. Our chest piece is going to be a heavy Divines Pariah piece with prismatic enchant. Our shoulder is going to be an Impen medium Balorg shoulder. Again, prismatic enchant. Our belt is going to be a medium well-fitted Heartland Conqueror with a stamina enchant. Our hands are going to be a medium well-fitted Heartland Conqueror with the stamina enchant as well. Our legs are going to be heavy Pariah and Divines with prismatics. And our feet are going to be medium well-fitted Heartland's Conqueror with a max stam enchant. And then our three jewelry pieces are going to be Pariah. Our necklace is going to be infused weapon damage. Our rings are going to be Swift with stamina recovery glyph and Swift with weapon damage glyph. This is how the stats look just buffed up real quick. Our stamina recovery is a little high. It's at 2117. So if you want to take off one of those stamina recovery enchants, go for it. I don't blame you. I just like to be able to have that little bit of extra sustain. And then our weapon critical and our weapon damage is definitely what matters the most on this build. Sorry, let me rebuff. So our weapon damage is going to get up to 4338, and that's without our glyph proc or anything. So I think that's pretty high. It's not bad. And then our weapon critical is going to be up to 33% basically, which is what's really going to matter on this build, because we're going to be putting our, like the reason why we have Divines is because we're going to be using Shadow Mundus, which is going to be critical damage and critical healing, which is why we're doing all those Divines pieces to boost that. So we're basically going to be hitting like a truck whenever we crit, which is going to be very often since we are Khajiit and we have the Shadow Mundus as well. So our food is also going to be lava foot soup, which is one of my favorite stamina foods in the game. You're going to get your max stamina increased by basically 5k and your stamina recuv increased by basically 500 as well. So that lets us play around with our attributes a lot. I have 30 points into health and then 34 points into stamina. So we're looking at basically 27k per health and stamina. When we're in CP. So it's a nice little rolly build. So you're going to be roll dodging a lot, which is why my recuv is high. So your health isn't going to be super high, but I do like this as a build right now. I'm having a lot of fun on it. Then our skills are going to look like this. Our main spammable is going to be surprise attack. It hits like a truck, this ability. So please use this as often as you can. Please, just use this. It's amazing. Camo Hunter, this is going to be your major savagery, so it's going to increase your weapon critical. Please keep this on your bar. It's going to make you hit a lot harder with those crits. Rally, it's going to give you that major brutality and minor endurance, so it's going to increase your weapon damage and your stamina recovery while also giving you a heal at the end. So definitely use the Rally on this build over Forward Momentum. Relentless Focus, I have hit people for like 20k bows when this procs. So please use this ability wisely. Combo that with your incap and surprise attack, and you're going to be just deleting people before they even know what to hit them. Then Executioner, what can I say? When targets are low health and you critting so hard, I think my highest Executioner that I've hit so far is like 32k. So guys, use this ability on people like when they're low health. It will finish that kill off for you easily. Then Incapacitating Strike as our ultimate. It's basically spammable with how cheap it is. It's 70 ultimate and it hits like an absolute truck, especially when it crits on this build. So definitely use this build, use this ability. And then if you use it when it's at 120 ultimate or more, they get stunned. So try and combo that wisely, especially with your Battlelord proc. You're going to be hitting harder the higher your ultimate is. So if you just play it smart, you can use this as your stun, hit them with this, and then your bow proc right away, and you can definitely get them to at least half health with just those two abilities. Then on our back bar, it's going to be Leeching Strikes. This is going to help your sustain and then also going to heal you a lot. So definitely keep this up at all times. It's going to definitely help you out in the middle of a fight, and especially if you're brawling. And this is a definitely brawl-heavy Stamblade build, so keep this up at all times, and it's going to definitely help you with your sustain. Shuffle, this is going to be your snare removal, and it's also going to be your source of major evasion on this build, so keep this up at all times, and use this in fights when you are snared. That way you're getting out of those out of those dicey situations. And Resolving Vigor, what can I say about this ability? Every stam build should use this. It's the best stamina heal in the game, so definitely use this at all times. And then Dark Cloak is going to be your other heal. I prefer this over the cloak that goes invisible. That way I could brawl it out, and then just like I could stack both Dark Cloak and Vigor at the same time, and you're going to be very hard to kill if you keep both of these up at all times. And then Shadow Image, this is going to be a way that you could say slippery and also just do, just be able to stay offensive and defensive throughout a fight. And it lets you control the fight by just knowing where to put this and then just like playing smart. It's definitely one of the best abilities on a Nightblade. Put this on all your Nightblade kits basically. It is so good. It just lets you just pour it around and just have a great time just confusing the enemy. I have Soul Siphon on my back bar. That way it's just like a kind of like an Odang heal. Like if you need to heal and you don't have if your Vigor isn't healing you for enough, and if your Dark Cloak isn't healing you for enough, you can hit this and it'll get you out of a dicey situation quick. But I prefer to just kind of rely on my Dark Cloak and Resolving Vigor. But in those certain situations that you need a quick burst heal to get you back to full, this is your way to do it. And then our champion points are going to look like this. Let me use the PC UI. Our 4 main slottables are going to be Fighting Finesse, Deadly Aim, Resilience, and Duelist Rebuff. I like these as my 4 abilities. Honestly, if anything, I would take off Duelist Rebuff and go a little bit more offensive, but for now, I really like these 4. And as for all builds, just build accordingly with your other CP. Some people have more CP than others. I think I'm just about to hit 1800 on this, so I can just fill out everything that's passive. But just do what you need to do in order to, get the best out of your build. And then for my red slottables, it's going to be Rejuvenation, Ironclad, Boundless Vitality, and Juggernaut. Juggernaut's going to let you just get that damage. Oh my. Sorry. It's going to let you get that damage mitigation while you're CC immune, which is going to be very often. If you're in an actual fight, you're just going to get CC'd as probably on cooldown. So taking that 10% mitigated damage is actually massive. So that's why I like Juggernaut. And then these 3 are basically on all my builds: Rejuvenation, Ironclad, and Boundless Vitality. And then the same thing with all these other ones. Definitely make sure that you fill them in accordingly. The most important ones, in my opinion, are things like Hero's Vigor, getting a little bit of extra health, Mystic Tenacity, and Tumbling. Tumbling's going to be incredibly important on this build, so definitely make sure you put your points into that. And then our green slottables, as always, I think we know this by now, put all of your points into Breakfall if you can. That's definitely the most important thing in this green tree. But besides that, our 4 slottables are going to be Rationer, which is always important, Liquid Efficiency, which is also very important, and then Sustaining Shadows I have on this build, even though it would work a lot better if I was on like a Cloak Blade, but I'm not. I still am going to use it regardless. And then I've got Gifted Rider because who doesn't like that extra little bit of mount speed? Why not? I also forgot to say we're going to be a Khajiit on this build, but I feel like that's kind of that's kind of a no-brainer. Let's be honest. You can see the character right there. I know you guys are smart. And I think that's about it for the build, right? I think that's it. I think I went over everything. All right. That's the build. I hope you guys enjoy. This is definitely this is one of the builds I've been enjoying a lot more lately. It's been a lot of fun. I've been able to just peel people's hairlines back, and it's been an absolute phenomenal time, and I'm having a blast with it. So, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you want to see this build live in action, you can catch me live at twitch.tv/Sekaar, where I basically stream every single night. And I'm loving streaming on Twitch every night, and I'm loving putting out this content on YouTube. So guys, thank you guys so much for making this a possibility. I really appreciate every single one of you that have stuck around to the end of this video, and I will see you guys next time. Later.